When I get that daily paper, stop playing me. Pap.
Yeah. Yeah. Hold up, it ain't easy breaking away or being a great. They slamming the door, I'm jumping the gate. Cause a starving stomach like being punched in the face. And an instrumental was the last time that I ate. Full from all of the bass. My ace boom goon, big son told me about the game. 20 years later, know my name. King, crown me, lounge in the back of the spot. Pay homage to an underground peasant, climb to the top. Funny style on elevators could never fade us. I peep data stain anytime they congratulate us. Goggles is worn and bottles is popping. I'm beyond Sanders on haters, this ice bucket dropping over their head with it. Extra the cred with it. You either fight or flight, I ain't one for the ledge living. I do it for the one that died but fed millions. With soul food flowed and stocked my bare kitchen. I'm liberated. I drew a play that they ain't illustrated. I make a move, they gladly imitate it. I ain't flattered, I'm a dragon to your paper castle. The Alpha and Omega, promise it ain't nothing after. A new beginning. My catalog like James Earl Jones, the ever living. Imagine if I did make beats that's more for killing. Imagine if you come from the sci-fi my city. You probably wouldn't make it, oh yeah, really. I go extra to be great. I go extra for the fam, I go extra for the cake. I got extras on the plate. I go extra every day, I got extras on the way. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. Ain't no mileage of $4 configure the road I travel. Don't gravel, that probably baffle it. Label scribble on paper, they wanna shackle it. I own my masters and royalties, you can't raffle it. Wrist drip like a mango, fingertips like I'm Thanos. Knocking those down, no bangles. Without a Kango, tailor-made. Walk with a limp, them bands is heavy, I need a brace. I am money, I guess the world is just a safe combination needed, not a coca key. I'm the extra lighter on the dresser. I know you need it, smoking out the competition, pouring up, we undefeated. What you heard, let you heard, we eating, talking about extra with a splash, extra acting bad. Pull it like parades on parades, extra with the slab. Pay what it cost for the tab, extra with the band. Young Chris a king, better add extra on the. I go extra to be great. I go extra for the fam, I go extra for the cake. I got extras on the plate. I go extra every day, I got extras on the way. How much? Extra, extra.
Winter is just around the corner as you get a look at Highmark Stadium just south of Buffalo, New York. Today we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Buffalo Bills. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go now.
Jet sweep to start the drive. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. First carry for Nick Chubb, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before it can even get started. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down. They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw, and they take him down. The Bills get to him. Gregory Rousseau, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Here's the Raiders punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. Taking a couple yards shy of midfield. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Bills are going to take over in great position here for the 1st and 10. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And the slot man goes in motion left. On 2nd and 12, Allen into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank, the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And that makes it 7-zip Vegas.
Makes the score Raiders 7, Philly nothing.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From the 6. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines to run and for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They run with Hines, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The Bills had 8-3 now. They were losers their last time out. Trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. This is Hines. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 40. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory, right at the 40. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Next, the receivers don't spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. And the Raiders will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
Partner, I think this is where long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack, because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win. Mental resiliency, a characteristic every NFL team's looking for in their quarterback.
The tackle is made by Micah Hyde. And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms, but I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover, a takeaway, a key sack on 3rd down, a 3-and-out. Something lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that is incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on third down conversions to start this thing. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. On play action, Allen going deep for Diggs. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
As we've seen, their first 2 drives didn't yield anything points-wise. Certainly feels like they think to themselves, it's time to open this thing up, taking the big shot downfield.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing now is Allen. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Dane Cruikshank. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
He had to fight that time. Ran through 1 tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. That time on the outside, pretty nice job as a cornerback to shed any would-be blockers and make the tackle.
Think about the praise we're giving him, what his coaches are giving, but how about the respect he gets from his teammates to be a complete corner who doesn't just cover receivers, but also tackles ball carriers.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. He's had a fantastic rookie season. Made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
We got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They run the counter with Cook. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
On 2nd and 7, Allen. He'll get this to Lazard. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Here's Hines, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Now Allen. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Raiders are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. An excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They're going to look to throw. They'll get this complete to the Notre Dame man, Equanimeous St. Brown. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
Come on. Let's go.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders.
We know it's primarily a passing league now, but anytime a runner breaks one like that, you've got to have a secondary that can find a way to him and find a way to get him on the ground. Absent of that, he's going to find the end zone every time.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we're having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and if I would get down the rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Allen. They'll find Hines out of the backfield. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 36 yards on the play.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Yeah, we saw that from up here, CD. A tug on the face mask, and the flag comes out.
And we saw that last week they had some defensive miscues like that. And they told us that they had worked hard on it in practice and thought they had it all cleaned up. But obviously the message hasn't really sunk in.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook. Touchdown, Bills! James Cook, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bills are back within a score. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. On the return, it's Tristan Ebner from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Raider offense set to get this drive started. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have...
He's got a man, complete. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down.
Now how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
So nothing doing there, and it'll be second down. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. He gets this to Davante Adams. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on third down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Now a first and 10 at the 11. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's got some room to operate. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. So 8 yards on the completion there, and they'll be left with second and a couple. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
2nd and 6. On play action, Allen trying to lay one up deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Going deep for Diggs. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The Bills send the punter out as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Great coverage there, holds him to a 2-yard return following a 50-yard punt. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They'll try and start this drive in the air. hits Adams complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10. They run it again with Chubb. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Captain 60, 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that is incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Ready up. Cut 19.
Back to throw here. Finds the open target, Arnold. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Las Vegas sending out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. And they will get to this one and down it at the 13-yard line.
At their own 13-yard line.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 13. Beginning this series with a handoff to Cook. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. On 2nd and 9, Allen. This to Hines on the drop-off. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Allen to throw it. He's got a man, complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the 1st. Now it's Hines. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the 1st half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
From the 41, Allen. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of 35. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll run with Cook. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively. They're on first down, holding them to a short gain.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They try again with Cook. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bills are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 94 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ballgame. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. Drops it off for Chubb. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Raiders on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. They'll drop to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Here's the Raiders punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
You hate to give the ball away here in the 4th quarter while you're just holding a slim lead, but that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. They start the drive with Cook. Well, that gives them a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5.
That 1st down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Allen. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and it's a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. On the give, this is their fullback. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
I know a lot of times we like to put players in certain boxes. He does this and he does that. But this guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker or a guy who protects the passer. Handing the ball, he might want to get out of the way.
Taken down at the 30.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now they run the sweep as Allen just pops this forward. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line.
That was a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Now Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. The Bills passing game getting them down the field. They've got another first down. Back to the ground, Cook. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
On 2nd and 12, Allen. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. 30, 10, 5, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Well, there's a reason they call him a ball-hawking safety. It looked like he read that, Charles, and he wasn't stopping there. After he got it, he took it all the way to the house to widen their lead.
And what's interesting to me, Brandon, is that our spotter, Bruce Murray, right before that snap, pointed to his number on my play sheet. Got to see him a little bit as a ball hawk and a return man that time, didn't we? That's just the type of play they expect from him, and he delivers in a big way. Nice call, Bruce.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. On play action, Allen. Out to the left, he's got his tight end Knox. Finding space at the 40. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards the pickup there. Allen now on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
It's rare that a receiver of his caliber would drop one pass, but that's now 2 times he's had his mitts on one and lost it.
Yeah, and I don't think that they're going to lose confidence in him, though, because of the track record. Such a good player, maybe having a bad game, but I think they'll still go to him in a critical spot.
He's got the hookup with Diggs. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 32-yard line. A good pickup there, 20 yards. So there's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 32-yard line. Throwing now is Allen. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Again, they'll throw with Allen. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner. There's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. You can almost see inside his face mesh there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. That pass complete to Moore. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there at 22.
Ready?
That one looks like he'll throw here. Touchdown Raiders. Darren Waller. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Raiders add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This